Attention seniors, time is running out. If you're collecting Social Security, there are crucial steps you need to take before December 31st to avoid losing money that should be yours. Many assume their benefits are automatic and error-proof. The reality is, a single oversight or missed date could cost you thousands over the course of retirement. Stick with me through the end, because I'll walk you step by step through what actions you must take before the year closes. And please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and share in the comments at what age you decided or plan to claim Social Security. Your feedback may help countless others. First, verify your earnings record before it locks. One of the most ignored yet vital moves to make before the year ends is checking your Social Security earnings statement. Why? Because your benefit is not based on your years of service, company loyalty, or what you think you made. It's based only on what the Social Security Administration has on file. And here's the issue. Those files are not always complete. Mistakes happen. Employers sometimes report wages incorrectly. Job changes can leave gaps in records. A maiden name or a later name change can cause years of wages to vanish. For self-employed individuals, if income wasn't accurately reported on tax returns, those dollars may never show up. Social Security doesn't fix those mistakes for you. They use whatever is in the system. If a year is missing $15,000 of income, it may appear as zero. Since your retirement benefit is determined by your 35 highest earning years, even one error can pull your average down. Once you start receiving benefits, those numbers are locked permanently. That's why December is the moment to log into your My Social Security account. Go through your record line by line. Print it if needed. Match it to W-2s, tax returns, or income statements you've kept. If you find something wrong, act now while documentation is still available. Waiting years makes it harder to prove. In fact, some IRS records eventually vanish. I've seen retirees lose hundreds of dollars monthly for life because they never caught an error. So, before December 31st, treat this like a yearly financial checkup. Review, confirm, and correct. Once 2024 closes, those records are finalized. Second, maximize this year's contributions if you're working. Even retirees often take part-time jobs or freelance. What's often overlooked is that those wages still impact your Social Security benefit. Every dollar subject to payroll taxes becomes part of your lifetime average. Here's why it matters. Social Security takes your top 35 earning years, adjusts them for inflation, then averages them. If one of your earlier years was very low, maybe while in school or raising kids, your current income can replace that year, boosting your long-term benefit. Even modest late career wages can shift the math. Imagine working part-time this year and earning $12,000. If one of your old years only showed $2,000, the $12,000 replaces it in the formula. That $10,000 gap, multiplied through the calculation, means more monthly income forever. It's not about this year's paycheck, but the lifetime impact. Since Social Security measures by calendar year, December 31st is the cutoff. One more week of work can make a permanent difference. A client of mine once debated working in December or taking it off. After reviewing her record, we saw that 1 month of extra wages would lift her benefit. She worked, and today she gets about $90 more monthly. Over 20 years, that's more than $20,000 gained. So if you're considering a few extra shifts or seasonal work, think strategically. Those earnings might seem small today, but they can permanently lift your benefit for life. Third, review your Medicare and Social Security tax withholdings. Taxes may be unpleasant, but they're essential to securing your Social Security. Whether employed or self-employed, you're contributing payroll taxes that determine both IRS accuracy and your records. Here's the common pitfall: incorrect withholdings. Employers may miscalculate pay stubs. Self-employed workers often misjudge quarterly estimates. If the IRS shows underpayment, penalties apply. Overpay, and you've given the government free use of your money without interest. Checking this before December 31st lets you adjust in time. Employees should check year-end pay stubs for proper Social Security tax, 6.2% up to the annual cap. Medicare tax is 1.45%, with an additional 0.9% at higher income levels. Spot an error? There's still time to correct it with payroll. For the self-employed, it's even more critical. You owe both employer and employee shares 15.3% total. Review quarterly estimates for 2024 now. December is your last window to cover shortfalls and avoid fines. But withholding isn't only about accuracy. Your income level determines if your Social Security itself becomes taxable. If your combined income, benefits plus pensions, withdrawals, or job income passes certain limits, up to 85% of your Social Security may be taxed. By reviewing in December, you can time retirement account withdrawals to stay below thresholds. Wait until tax season, and it's too late. Planning now reduces both stress and tax costs. Fourth, decide on your claiming strategy if you're at a milestone age. This is a choice too many make blindly. The age you start Social Security defines your lifetime income. December is the time to review if you're turning 62, nearing full retirement age, or approaching 70. Here's the breakdown. Claiming at 62 gives early access, but your check is permanently reduced by 25% to 30%. That cut never goes away. Over decades, the loss can total tens of thousands. Wait until full retirement age, 66 to 67, and you get 100% of your benefit. Delay further until age 70, and your benefit grows by 8% annually. That's a guaranteed return few safe investments match. For example, a $2,000 monthly benefit at 67 could rise to $2,480 at 70. That $480 every month is game-changing across retirement. Here's why December matters. Decisions are not backdated automatically. If you turn 62 in January, planning now helps. If you reach 70 in February, don't wait, benefits only backdate 6 months. Missing it costs you money. Couples need extra care. Claiming early can reduce survivor benefits. Sometimes the lower earner should file sooner, while the higher earner delays until 70. One couple I worked with changed plans after realizing waiting would secure a stronger survivor benefit for the wife. Today, she gets nearly $1,000 more each month than she would have. So don't walk into the Social Security office unprepared. December is the time to decide, claim now, wait until full retirement age, or delay for maximum growth. It's one of your biggest financial decisions, and once chosen, it's nearly irreversible. Fifth, take mandatory withdrawals to protect your benefits. For those 73 and older, required minimum distributions, RMDs, are non-negotiable. These are mandatory withdrawals from traditional IRAs and 401(k)s. Deadline, December 31st. Miss it, and the IRS penalty can reach 25% of the amount you failed to withdraw. For instance, if you were supposed to take $20,000 but missed, you could owe $5,000 in penalties. The IRS rarely excuses it. That's why RMDs must be on your year-end list, like property taxes or insurance renewals. Here's the link to Social Security. Withdrawals count as taxable income, which can make your benefits taxable. If your combined income exceeds $25,000, individual, or $32,000, married, up to 50% of benefits may be taxed. Above $34,000 single or $44,000 married, up to 85% may be taxed. That's why managing RMD timing matters. Waiting until year-end and taking one lump sum can push you into higher brackets. Instead, spread withdrawals monthly or quarterly to smooth income. It can reduce taxes on both RMDs and Social Security. And withdrawals don't always need to be in cash. You can transfer investments directly from your IRA into a brokerage account. It counts as a withdrawal, but keeps you invested. Few retirees realize this option exists. Another strategy, charitable giving. Through qualified charitable distributions, QSDs, you can send up to $100,000 directly from your IRA to charity. This fulfills your RMD but doesn't raise taxable income. It also keeps more of your Social Security tax-free. I once met a widow who didn't realize her late husband's RMD was due the year he passed. The IRS still demanded it. That experience showed why families need to review retirement accounts before year-end. Bottom line, RMDs are mandatory, and they affect how much Social Security you actually keep. Handle them wisely this December, and you'll avoid penalties, minimize taxes, and retain more income where it belongs, in your hands.